Good morning, everyone. Hello. Welcome back to Handwriting. So, over the last couple of weeks, we have completed the letters O and we've completed the letters A. So for this week, we're going to look at D, because if you can write O and you can write A, then that will help you to write the letter D. So we always start off with the same task, and that is to write our name. So it says my name is, and I'm going to show you how to write my name. You of course are going to write your own name, but at least you can have a look at the sorts of things that I'm doing with my letters. So I'm starting up the top nice and tall because my name starts with a capital M, and I'm going to go down like that. I'm going to take my pencil off the page. I'm going to come back up to the top, go down, up, down. So that is my capital M. Now for my R. R goes between these two solid lines, and it's a bit like a tree. So it goes down, up, and it branches over. Now for my S, starts over here, and we go to the left, curving around, touching the bottom line. So that's Mrs. Now I'm going to leave a finger space, and I'm going to write capital P, which goes straight down, taking my pencil off the page, and I'm going around, and then R, like a tree, going down, coming up, branching out. I fits between these two solid lines, and a dot in the head space. And then O goes around, down, up, and R, down, up, branching off. And there we go, there's Mrs. Pryor. I will quickly remind you that there are some things we need to remember when we are handwriting. So let's go through our rhyme of 1, 2, 3, 4. Are my feet flat on the floor? So remember, you should be sitting at a table, sitting on a chair, and if your feet can't reach the floor, that's okay, but we should be keeping them still. 5, 6, 7, 8, is my back up nice and straight? So are you sitting nice and straight? Have a think. If you're not, then please sit up nice and straight, tuck your chair in, make sure you're close to your work, but we don't want to give it a cuddle. We don't want to bend over and cuddle our work, otherwise we may hurt our back. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8, is my back up nice and straight? 9, 10, 11, 12, this is how my pencil's held. So remember, we need our thumb, we need our first finger and our second finger. We're holding it like that. And remember, we're holding it a few centimetres back from the tip of our pencil. Okay, remember, not too close to the front and not too far back either. So 1, 2, 3, 4, are my feet flat on the floor? 5, 6, 7, 8, is my back up nice and straight? 9, 10, 11, 12, this is how my pencil's held. 13, 14, 15, 16, now I'm ready to start my writing. Remember, the hand that you don't write with needs to go on your page to hold your page still. Otherwise it might flap around and fly around while you're trying to write. Okay, so we are looking at the letter D. If you have a look at lowercase d, it's using the same strokes that we are using for the letter O. See, it even looks like a letter O, doesn't it? So O, but it comes up and then it goes back down again. That's how we write our lowercase d. If you look at capital D looks completely different from lowercase d. Uppercase D looks a bit more like, I don't know, maybe a bow, from a bow and arrow. That's what it reminds me of, like a bow from a bow and arrow. Over here we can see a picture of a bird. I think it's supposed to be a flamingo, because a flamingo has that very lovely long neck and it has this nice bushy body. So let's have a look at our flamingo. Alright, when we start our lowercase d, we put our pencil on the same place that we would start O or A. So we put it down here on our start and we go around to the left, down, around on the bottom, coming up, and going back down again. Do you notice how I kept my pencil on the page the whole time? I didn't take it off. If I take it off, then this is what happens. We get weird looking D's and it's not joined properly. So please make sure that your pencil stays on the page the whole time. Okay, now let's move on and practice our lowercase d. So we have a very careful look for the starting dot. Here it is. We also need to have a look at the arrows. So here's the starting dot. The arrow's saying go to the left, keep going around, and then it's got a little arrow pointing up. So we start here, we go around to the left, we keep going, we go up, and we keep going up. And then this arrow's got an up, down. So we've gone starting dot, around, up, down, just like I showed you before. So we're going to do this one. Just watch first, please. Watch really carefully, and then you can have a go. So starting on the starting dot, going around and down and up and down again. What a beautiful D. So now how about you try one of them? Just try that first one. So make sure you're putting your pencil on the starting dot. Make sure that you're going around to the left, coming up all the way and going down again. Now we've already got a finger space here for us because the next one is ready to trace. So I'm going to put my pencil on my starting dot and go around and up, and I'm using my eyes very carefully. I'm keeping my eyes focused on the dotted line. I'm keeping my eyes focused on where I'm putting my pencil. There we go. And I also have to make sure that I'm careful. I've accidentally gone a little bit too far below this line. So you're going to make sure that you focus really, really hard on that. And I'm going to focus really hard on that on my next one. I'm going to make sure I don't go below the line. So now I'm going to do my next one. So around, following the dotted line, going up, going down, being careful to stop on the right place. Oh, look, I did better this time. And so can you. All right, I'm going to keep going. So I'm going around and up and down again. Around, up and down again. And the last one. Around, up and down again. And I have completed my row of lowercase d. Remember, you can pause the video if you would like some time to finish this. If you are happy to keep going, then you can keep playing the video. Alright, we're going to go to our next line. So our next line has one D to trace, but then we have to be very careful to make sure we leave our finger spaces. So watching me, starting on the dot, starting dot, and we're going around, following those dotted lines, coming up, doing the head, going back down to finish the body. So now I have to make sure that I leave a finger space. So I'm leaving a finger space and I'm going around. I'm doing exactly what I was doing before. Up, keeping this nice and straight. And I'm looking at how tall the other one is and trying to keep it as tall as that. And going down and taking my pencil off the page. Pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, so I'm going to leave another finger space. I'm going to take my time, I'm going around, down, up, keeping it about as tall as the others, and down, not going past the line. I'm leaving another finger space. I'm going around, down, up, keep going up. It's a head, and I'm trying to keep it as tall as the others. Oops, that one might have been a little bit too tall. I can see this one is a little bit taller than that one. I want to try and keep them about the same height, because otherwise I'm going to end up with the top up here somewhere. Okay, now I'm going to leave another finger space, and I'm going to go around, down, up, and down. And I'm going to do my last one. So leaving a finger space, down, up, down. And I've completed my row of D. Remember, if you need more time, then you can pause this video and then you can play it when you're ready. If you are happy to keep going though, then you don't need to pause and you can keep following me. This is a little different now. Now we're going to work on capital or uppercase D. So capital D has 2 strokes. The first stroke goes down and we take our pencil off the page. The second stroke, we start at the top and we go around. So it's a bit like that, you know, with the bow and arrow. So here's the string of our bow, and here is the wooden part that we hold on to. So let's write capital D. So I'm looking, here's the starting dot, and there's an arrow pointing down and it says 1. So that would mean the first stroke. So I'm going to start on my starting dot and I'm going to go down. I'm following those dotted lines. I'm taking my pencil off the page. Then I'm coming back to the starting dot and I'm going to do the second stroke, and there's an arrow pointing, it's showing me I've got a curve that way. So coming up here, going down and around. Awesome. Now I don't have to worry about leaving my finger space because the sheet already has that for me. So I'm going to now complete the rest of my line of D. Remember, you have to follow the order. Okay, if you follow the order, then you will form beautiful Ds using the New South Wales Foundation handwriting style. But if you start from the bottom, or if you start part of it from the bottom and the other bit from the top, it's going to look weird. Okay, so guys, please make sure you start it from the right spot. So watching me, we're going to the top here where the dot is, the starting dot, we're going down, pencil off, top, coming around. Starting dot, down, pencil off, starting dot, around. It's a bit of a pattern, isn't it? Starting dot, down, starting dot, around. Starting dot, down, starting dot, around. And the last one, starting dot, down, starting dot, around. And we have completed our line of capital D. Now we get some words. We get the word dog. D-O-G. Dog. 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 Excellent. So dog we can sound out and blend those sounds together. With the word dog, we get to practice that lovely O stroke, because we get to practice it in our D, we get to practice it in our O, and we get to practice it in our G as well. So watching very carefully, please. We're starting where we always start with our O, because remember, if you can write O, you can write D. Starting over here, we're going around, down, up. Remember, keep going up. Up, 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 up. Down, 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 down. Starting over here on the O, going around. And then starting over here on the G, going around and down. And we've got a tail happening. Curve that tail. Like the tail on the dog. Actually, you know what? A dog kind of looks like the word dog. We've got that part and then the body and then a bit of a tail going on. Okay, so we've already got a space left for us and we're going to write dog a second time. So starting on the starting dot, we're going around, up and down. We're starting over here, we're going around and joining, and we're going around, joining, but keep going down, making a tail for our dog. And our last one, awesome. And that is our handwriting lesson on D. So now you can colour in your dog. You can colour in your flamingo. Flamingos are normally a pink kind of colour if you have a pink pencil. And if you really want to, you can colour in your border as well. Hope you've enjoyed learning how to write the letter D.